Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a vlog of us traveling.
Hey, and we're at the airport. All right, so we're on our plane now.
Seoul, South Korea.
Very tired.
I hate traveling with mask on.
Hayden.
Hey.
So obviously this is like a long time later.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. We are going to be traveling to the States and we are working on packing. Dewey is back here packing up stuff. We got totes over there packing stuff here. So today we are leaving Cambodia and traveling to the States. I think it's going to be a total of like 31 hours of travel time from the time we leave the airport here till we arrive at our destination airport. That does not count like the driving time on both ends. So right now it is evening time and we are packing up and we're going to go to our teammate's house up in Ruth for supper, and we're going to come back here and shower up and then head to the airport. We are pretty excited. So we're going to the States to visit our families, and it's been a year and 4 months since the last time we've seen either one of our families, and we have a new baby since then, so it's going to be really fun to have everyone meet him. The last time we were in the States with family, we were only with like my family, Dewey's family, each like about a week and a half, so it wasn't very long. And then before that it was like 2 years, I think. So yeah, we're really excited to go back and just spend some time with family. So flying during coronavirus is a little bit scary, but we are trusting the Lord that He will take care of us. We are planning to wear masks and we have hand sanitizer and take all necessary precautions that we can. So we are a family of 6 that's going to be flying. We have 4 kids. So this is our luggage here. This is a carry-on. That's luggage. And this over here is my carry-ons. The backpack will be at my feet, and this one here is going to be like over my head with change of clothes and stuff like that. Goodbye to our lovely little city garden here. Hopefully it won't be ruined until we come back in 3 months. It looks like it's getting ready to rain. We have our aunt, or Ming Sak is going to come water these while we're gone once a week. Hey guys, so obviously this is like a long time later and I'm at a different place. I'm at Scott and Darla's house, Dewey's brother, and I'm going to jump on here and try to explain some of the clips from when we were traveling and stuff to help you guys understand a little bit more. So as you can see, it's evening time now and we are leaving. Don't worry, he's not leaving without you. Say bye-bye home.
No, it was dark in there.
Oh, it's dark in there. Oh.
Bye-bye home.
Bye-bye home. All right, we're leaving for the airport. Yay!
And when we go, we're going to go to America and we're going to shoot bow.
He's excited to shoot bow and arrow at Papa's house. All right, so here we are in the car. I know it's pretty dark, but we have lots of stuff back there and kids crawling around or waiting on Dewey's locking up. So the time is 9:04 p.m. on Monday evening and we're leaving our house.
First of all, get there safely. Pray that we can bring you honor and glory through this. Father, I pray that you give us patience with the boys. Pray that help the boys to obey well. Thank you for this. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
2, 3, moi pi bai.
Then we arrived at the airport and some of our friends came and our aunt, we call her Ming Sak, came to say goodbye to us, so that was fun and special. Before this we had gone around and said goodbye to a bunch of our friends and neighbors and different people from our community, and that was kind of hard to say goodbye to them knowing we're not going to see them for 3 months. So we're here at the airport now. Ruth and Elvin and Jibby came, and Ming Sak, her husband, and her daughter. Hey, and we're at the airport. Caden's in the stroller up there, waiting to check in. Yay!
Mom, I'm excited to be here.
You're so excited to be here.
I want this on your arm.
I have a band-aid on my arm. All right, so we're at our gate now. The boys made a little friend, and Caden is out. Poor sweet baby, he was so tired. So we got a little bit over an hour now till our plane leaves, or till we board. Okay, so we're on our plane now. Got Caden and Creed here. We're trying to figure out how to watch. It's dark outside. We got Zeke and Zay here already. And over here is Dewey, all ready to fly. Okay, so here you can see we are on our first flight. Our first flight was 5 hours long. We definitely don't like traveling with masks on. They did require it for anybody age 3 and up. The first flight went really well. The boys slept quite a bit of it because it was our nighttime, the nighttime that our bodies are used to, like in Cambodia time. And so that worked out really good. Dewey started out with this mask on, but then later he switched to a different one. This one here ended up just being too hot. Dewey and I did not sleep much on this flight, so by the time we landed, we were both pretty tired. Okay, Dewey, what airport are we at?
Seoul, South Korea.
Okay, so
first flight was a little over 5 hours, and we're tired.
Very tired.
I hate traveling with mask on.
Kaden.
Hey. Hey.
We got a tired, grumpy 2-year-old and 2 twin boys up there talking to the robot.
Check out the preventive measures regarding novel coronavirus infection and travel safely.
Hi, robot.
비행은 괜찮았나요? 저는 안에만 있어서 조금 심심해요.
Itchy.
Right there.
Hey, look at this cool thing up here. You can go run through it? All right, we made it to our next gate, and the boys are eating some snacks. And there's a Starbucks right here. Dewey says he thinks it's a sign. This is a really big airport. So we are at Seoul in Korea. Dewey and Ziggy went to the bathroom. Creed is having a snack, and Kaden. This is a really big airport. It's really nice. Dewey and I are pretty exhausted already because we flew overnight. What our bodies are used to is overnight. Now it's morning here, and then we're getting ready to get on a really long flight. It's not a good way to start out the long flight already exhausted, but it's just how it is. You want snacks? All right. So we are still here in Korea waiting to board. Our plane got delayed by 2 hours. But thank the Lord for old cell phones. Creed, just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Delta Flight 158, please take a moment to locate your row and sit on your boarding pass.
Kaden, where you going?
Social distancing.
Come back out, bud. Here, Kaden is starting to try to pull up on everything. When we left Cambodia, he was not yet crawling, but he was just learning to kind of scoot along. You can kind of see how he does this cute crawl type thing. You got me! Yay! Good job! Love you, bud. Yeah, mommy loves you.
And thanks for flying with Delta. Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our
So a little recap on our long flight. It went really good. All in all, there was a couple meltdowns, what can be expected for when you're like traveling with kids and stuff. The boys did sleep quite a bit, and Dewey and I were able to kind of like rotate back and forth for a bit. Like he would be kind of in charge of the boys, and I could sleep, and then for a bit I would be awake and kind of in charge of the boys so he could sleep for a bit. This long flight, all of our seats had like a screen on the seat in front of them, which was really nice because the twins who are 6, they could like play games and they could find their way around on there, and it helped to keep them entertained when they weren't sleeping. And we also had like food and meals brought to us. As far as our mask goes, we could take them off some like while we're eating and drinking, and like when you're like eating the peanuts or something like that, you just take a long time eating them, that way you don't have to wear your mask as much. The flight attendants were not picky. If they happened to see us with our mask down, they didn't say too much on this flight, which was really good, which was really nice for us. Creed, who was 2, he would watch for a bit, but you know his attention span is kind of short, so he'd only watch for a little bit and then he'd be ready to play with his toys or have a snack or sleep, you know, rotate between these different options. And then Caden, he slept quite a bit, which was really nice. And then he would just like play on my lap, and I had an empty seat beside me and he would sit on that one. He was technically a lap baby, so he technically didn't have his own ticket, his own seat. But it was nice that there was an empty seat beside me and he could play on there. And he also actually slept on there then, which was really nice. The food that they served us was pretty good. We got one meal that was like meat and potatoes, and then a different meal which was more like Asian, like rice and stir fry. And then the boys got more like kid food, like mac and cheese or hamburger, and then we had a breakfast. And I think we could pick, it was either an omelet or like chicken and rice or something like that, I forget. But that was pretty good. Okay, so after our long flight, which was our second flight, Dewey and Zeke and Zadok left, and I said goodbye to them. And then me and Creed and Caden, we went to a different gate. I had 2 more flights to go, and then Dewey, I think, just had 1 more flight. He was going to go to Indiana first, and I was going to go to Oregon first for 1 week to see my sister who lives there and see her house. She had come to Cambodia twice to see me, and I have never been to Oregon to see her house where she currently lives. So that was really high priority for me to go there, and so I flew by myself with Creed and Caden. It was kind of hard to say goodbye to Dewey, but I also was really excited to go see Martha and spend time with her. So when I went to get on the first flight of the 2 flights I was going to go by myself, they couldn't find Caden's boarding pass. So something on their computer end, so I had like his boarding ticket printed, but for some reason they couldn't find it on the computer, and so they made me wait for a while. I was like the last person to board. It took forever. I was kind of stressed out. I just want to get on that flight and get situated since I was like by myself. So yeah, that was kind of stressful. It came down to like the very last minute, and they were like saying I might have to get a different flight. And I really didn't want to do that because I had flown so far already and I just wanted to get there. And finally, like last minute, they found it, and the airline stewardess like literally ran with me onto the flight. And then helped me. It was really full, that flight was, so she had to help me find where to put my carry-on suitcase. Like I had to put it like way up front somewhere, not close to me. But at least I still had my backpack that I kept right at my feet so I could have it with the boys. And they both did really good on that flight. Caden slept, but Creed stayed awake and just played and had snacks. And then we landed, and getting off went good. And then for the layover, I wore Caden in like a baby carrier and put Creed in the stroller because they're both really tired and like sleepy. And then I had to walk like really far. I was walking and after a bit I realized that I was not in the right wing, so I had to turn around and go back. So I flagged down one of those guys that drive like those little golf carts and asked him if he could help me, and he did, bless his heart. So since I had 2 sleeping babies plus some luggage, and he hauled me like way to the other end of the airport and helped me find the right gate. So that was nice.
Alright y'all, I know it's not very normal to video in the bathroom, but I am in the handicap bathroom. You can see the handicap buttons back there. And I have a sleeping infant in here, and I got a sleeping 2-year-old in the stroller. Plus I got all my luggage. I tell you what, I feel like Superwoman. 1 flight down, 1 more to go. I was able to go to the bathroom with 2 sleeping boys and all my stuff. And now I'm gonna go find my gate. So far so good. Ready to go.
So this is my very last flight. I was getting ready for the 4th flight. When we arrived at my gate, I was a little nervous. I was afraid they wouldn't be able to find Caden's information again. And so I went up and talked to him, and sure enough, the exact same thing happened again, which was a little frustrating because it was on their end. I had his boarding ticket printed and everything, but for some reason they didn't have Caden's information in the computer. And it came down to the very last thing. Like we were sitting there at the gate waiting. I got in there early, but it came down to like the last 3 minutes. The stewardess told me that the plane was going to leave in 3 minutes, and if they didn't find my information till then, I wasn't going to be on that plane. And so they had called someone, and they were waiting on that person to call them back. And I was standing there, I was like feeling so stressed, and I was like just about crying. It was really stressful. Martha was like on her way to the airport in Oregon, and all I wanted to do was be able to get on that plane. And I was praying and stuff, and then sure enough, finally that phone rang, and they called back, and they were like, hey, yeah, we found this information. You just have to change something. And so they did whatever, and then I was able to run quick and get on that airplane. And thankfully that worked, and I was, hey Zay. Thankfully that worked, and then I was able to board that flight. And again, it was the same thing. It was just like running down the runway, the ramp to get onto the plane. And then when we got on, here they had Creed, my 2-year-old, sitting across the aisle from me, and he was really, really sleepy. He'd been sleeping. So we all of a sudden like woke him up to get him out of the stroller, and then plopped him across the aisle from me beside like a stranger. And he just cried and cried and cried. He was not gonna have it. And so thankfully they rearranged. They asked someone to move so that way him and I could have seats beside each other. And then he was cool with that. So it ended up actually that we had like a row, like 3 seats to ourselves, which was really nice inside a lap baby, and then we could spread out a little bit.
Row 21 through 37, welcome to board.
Now we're sitting at our gate to board for Oregon, the very last flight number 4, the second one I'm doing by myself with the 2 boys. So they are so tired. This guy here is out. We'll lay his head. And that guy there is out. So we'll be boarding here, and then the other side we'll get our luggage and go meet Martha. Yay!
On those 2 last flights I flew with myself that were in the States, the stewardesses and airlines were a lot more picky about us having to have our mask pulled up. When I had run down the ramp to get onto the plane, my thing had fallen down a little bit, like my mask around my chin, and they would not let me like step up onto the actual plane until I pulled it back up over my nose again, which on the international flight, they hadn't been quite that picky. If it came down below our nose, they didn't care. But anyways, then, and they'd come, and then also the stewardesses would ask me like about Creed. He's 3, isn't he? Because if he's 3, he had to wear a mask. And I'd be like, no, he's 2. I was so glad he was still 2. He had a birthday then while we were here in the States. So now on the way back, he will be 3. But anyway, I'll talk about it a little bit more later. Zay, you want to say hi?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hi.
Are you having fun in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom.
What?
I want to show them something outside I made.
All right, so Zay is going back outside again. They're having so much fun playing here. Okay, so that last flight went good. Once we got on it finally, and again, the boys just slept a lot because they were so tired because of time change and our bodies trying to adjust. Then we landed in Oregon, and I got the stroller and got Creed in there and Kaden in the ergo, and I went to collect my luggage. And here, the one bag had gotten lost. For some reason, it got shipped to Utah, and so I had to like fill out a baggage claim report. I did that, and then I went to the bathroom and change. It's hard trying to go to the bathroom when they don't have a handicap stall big enough for like 2 kids, a stroller, your luggage, all that. So I had to change 2 diapers and then try to go to the bathroom myself. Thankfully, there was a stewardess in the bathroom, and she seen what was going on, and she's like, hey, I'll watch your kids for you. And normally I would not feel comfortable letting a stranger watch them, but being as she was a stewardess and they were like right outside my door, I could see their feet the whole time. And so I didn't really have a choice. I had to go to the bathroom. The bathroom wasn't big enough for everybody. And stewardesses usually are trustable. Anyways, then we were able to go out and meet Martha and see her, and that was really, really awesome. And I was so glad to get outside and breathe fresh air. And in Oregon, there's like no humidity, and the weather is really nice. I love the weather in Oregon. We were spent there. So we went to Martha's house. The next day we slept till noon because of time change and jet lag and not having slept much for the past 30 some hours. I think our total travel time is like 32 hours, something like that. It's crazy long, and I hadn't slept much just because of being mom, being responsible for the kids. So yeah, we slept the next day till noon at her house, and then got up and we had spent a week there with Martha. It was a really good time. I love the weather in Oregon. I love the scenery. I really just love Oregon. I like that there's not much humidity. I really like that fact. Martha spoiled us rotten, and I'll insert a clip here.
Well, we made it to Aunt Martha's house. Jet lag is real. It's 5 p.m. and this guy's been sleeping the last hour or so, hour 2 or 3. And he needs to wake up so that tonight he can sleep, but he doesn't want to. Creed, can you wake up? We made it safely here to my sister Martha's house, and right back here is where Creed is sleeping, waking up. My one bag got lost in Utah, got sent to Utah, and then they had to ship it back to Oregon, and it got delivered here to Martha's house like the next day, so a lot faster. They said 1 to 2 days, and it hadn't even been 24 hours yet. So that was really nice. Got my luggage, and we're really enjoying our time here at Martha's. We've been here a little bit now, and she is spoiling us, giving us cereal and all kinds of foods we don't normally eat. She made roast beef for us, and I think tonight she's going to do sweet corn, and so we're really enjoying it. Jet lag is rough. The boys wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning and are wide awake for a while, but then they fall back asleep again. I think the first day we slept till noon, and so yeah. Our bodies are slowly acclimating to the different time change. But yeah, we're doing really good and really enjoying it.
It was so good to be able to reconnect with Martha and just spend time with her and Dan and her little girl Piper and see her in her house and her environment and go see her church and just all that stuff. It was awesome. Okay, so then I'm just going to give like a little brief recap of our time in the States. After we spent a week in Oregon, then I flew with the 2 little boys to Indiana, to Indianapolis. Dewey came and picked us up there, and those 2 flights went really well. They seemed like easy compared to, they seemed like short and doable. I had more energy because I was not so exhausted, and it wasn't near as long travel time as what it had been previously, so it felt doable. I think there might have been 1 or 2 times when the boys broke down and cried, but they just want to be able to go run and play. But all in all, they did really well. While we were in Oregon, Caden started kind of crawling a little bit better. When we came to Indiana, we spent time at Dewey's parents' place, and that was really good. We were there about 4 weeks, and Caden started crawling while we were there, so that was fun and special that his grandma could see that happening. After we were there for 4 weeks, then we went to Virginia. We drove a van. Dewey bought one, and then we're going to hopefully sell it at the end of our 3 months here in the States. We thought that would be easier than like borrowing somebody's vehicle like we did previously, which is really nice for us to have our own vehicle this time. So we drove to Virginia and got to see my family, and then Martha came in, my sister, and spent 3 weeks there with us, with her little girl. That was really fun. I love being at my mom's house. It just feels like I'm a little girl again, and I just know that I'm loved no matter what. Something about going home to a mom's house. While we were in Virginia, we went to a zoo, and we went to, I don't know, a bunch of different places. One weekend we went up to Pennsylvania to speak at a church up there, and we had a friend's wedding reception we wanted to go to up there, and it was really fun to reunite with a bunch of people that had previously been in Cambodia or visited us there. We also did some shopping. We went to Main Street Exchange, which is a place a lot of Mennonites like to go and get like skirts and stuff like that, and I have got some clothing there, so maybe sometime I can show you guys that. Let me know if you'd be interested. And then also we went to Ken's Educational Joy and got some stuff for homeschool supplies. So at some point I want to do like a homeschool haul, show you guys what all I got here in the States. I had a lot of fun collecting items and picking up stuff. I'm so excited. I'm like a geek when it comes to homeschool stuff. After Pennsylvania, we came back to Virginia. We were in Virginia about a total of 6 weeks. It's a little different being there because of COVID. Our church and stuff wasn't quite normal. At first they've been meeting outside, and they started meeting in the gym, and yeah, I don't know, it's just a process. And then we came back to Indiana. We are currently now here in Indiana. It originally was going to be 2 weeks, but we extended it just a little bit. It's the anniversary of the death of Dewey's sister, and so we decided to stay just a little bit longer to be here over that, and a couple other things. So anyway, now we're flying back the 1st of December. So we are currently staying here at Dewey's brother's house. This is where I'm at. And then we're also going to go and spend some time staying at Dewey's parents' place. So we're going to be moving over there, I think, today or tomorrow. Today is Caden's birthday. It's November 9 when I'm filming this, and he's turning 1. So I can't believe like a year ago I was in the hospital when he was born, and then Dewey's sister died 30 hours after he was born, and then the day we came home from the hospital, Dewey flew back to come back to the States for her funeral, and I wasn't able to because I just had a C-section and had a baby and all that. I really wish I could have come back, and it was really hard to see him leave. You know, you have all those hormones from just giving birth and all that, and yeah. My mom was able to come from the States though to spend time with me in Cambodia, and I also had Erica there. She was able to help me, so that was really, really good. I had help. It's just not the same as having my husband there, but I also wish I could have come back to be here for his sister's funeral. Anyways, all in all, we are really enjoying our time here in the States. It is different because of COVID, but we're still enjoying spending time with family and friends, and I'm so thankful that we were able to come. As of now, our plans for the future are that we're going to be flying back December 1st. So I'm not sure when this video will go up. And then let me know what you guys want to see. Do you want to see hauls of homeschool stuff I got while I was in the States? Do you want to see the clothes I got at Main Street Exchange? They have a store online you guys could check out too if you'd be interested. Oh, I also forgot to say that in our time in Virginia, Caden started walking. So that was fun for my mom to be able to be there for his first steps. Hey, Caden, can you show us how you can walk? Come get the bag. Come. Oh, look at you, big boy, walking. He's so happy. Today is Caden's birthday. Can you say hi? Say hi. Today he turns 1, and he needs a haircut. His hair is like down in his eyes. Is that right? Say hi. Say hi. Can you wave? Yeah, good job. I love you. Can't believe he's won already. Today, a year ago, I was in the hospital having him. He's a solid little chunk. He gets heavy carrying him around. He's laying here on the floor now. He says, for uh-oh. And he can walk already, which none of our other boys could walk before one, so that's pretty special that he can walk already. Okay, boys, what do you guys like about America? You guys having fun in America?
Yeah. Yeah.
Zeke, what do you like about America?
I like about cousins in America.
You like playing with your cousins? Yeah, that is really fun. Zaydak, what do you like about America?
I think the snow is gonna be really fun, and we can do a snowball fight, and we can be a snowman.
Yeah, they're really hoping it snows over here. Creed, what do you like about America?
I like about
Yeah, do you like all the candy and yummy food?
Yep.
And having lots of milk to drink?
Yep.
Yeah? Do you like all the carpet on the floors? It's special and fun to have carpet, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, can I say bye?
Bye. Bye.
All right, that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and hearing about like our life update and all of that. Thank you guys for following along. It was so fun to meet so many of you guys that are here in the States. I have different people like say they love watching my vlogs and seeing our life and stuff over there because it's different than the average life here. It was really fun to meet you guys. Thanks for following along on our journey, and I love sharing with you guys and being able to have this creative outlet. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye.